We're doing this again. What is up? Hello to all these filthy bitches hanging out here. We've got our nasty drink here. Because I needed liquor to get through this game. So here we are. We're gonna load up the last game. We're gonna start off with this poem. Good Lord. Well, that was terrifying. Did that thing really just pop off? That just shot off at me. I guess pressure built up in there. So that was a shaker that I made my martini in, and it just popped off. I haven't seen that happen before. I guess because it was so cold. Speaking of, the Nieriel, that's what I'm drinking. So good. Such a good choice. I love it. It's just perfect for summer. It's light and fruity and it's good. Turn my lights down here a little bit. They're a bit aggressive. It's always a struggle, like, to be a gamer and wearing glasses and trying to make sure that you don't get that reflection and that glare, but it's hard when you have a bright ass screen right in front of you that naturally you're going to capture that. So I try. If y'all have tips, please let me know. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna kick this off and go through this. So it said that Sayori, she likes happy stuff but also sad stuff. So I'm wondering if I do some more of the sad stuff, if that might catch her interest as well. Not horror, but sad. Okay, I wasn't thinking Heartbeat was gonna get to her though. Okay, so Sayori's happiness. How about together? Yeah, okay. Kiss. What? Rose. Okay. I'm trying to get with Sayori. Extraordinary. Okay, got it. Aura. Joy. Yeah. Marriage. Love. Hope. Vibrant. Damn it. Embrace. Comfort. Party. Sunset. Desire. Dang it. So Yuri is obviously all about like emotions, like strong evoking emotion. I'm gonna go with heart again. I feel like we already did that one. Sweet. And vacation. Okay. Flower. I knew flower was hers. I wish it would give you like different words though. So like the words from the first poem, you couldn't reuse them again in the second, or that there was somewhere where you could go and you could look at what words you used before and like who they like attributed to. I don't know. That's just me. Preferences. I've already said there's a lot about this game that could have improved the actual gameplay so that it's more than just pushing the spacebar. Like, I wish it was interactive to the point that you could choose some different responses, even if they're just all essentially saying the same thing, but just adding different bits of humor to it and stuff. I don't know, but that's just me, because obviously this game is just weird. Also, the music is so loud and so annoying. So I was looking up, the gameplay for this game is about 5 to 6 hours when people are doing kind of speed runs through it. So hopefully I can get to where it starts getting scary, because I did 2 hours yesterday. So if I do another 2 hours today, and then I can finish it up this weekend, either probably Sunday. I think that'll be the plan. So Monica was practicing her piano. I combined Monica and piano. Anyways, so we're getting ready for the festival. Should be fun. Now Natsuki is excited about it after complaining about it because she has to complain about everything. That sounds really familiar, aka me. But yeah. Oh. I mean, okay, so I enjoy squid, but like calamari squid, not live or raw or recently cooked, not fried squid. That's not my thing. And Joey Bats will not. He has tried it though. He has tried it. Okay, focus on the festival, focus on the event. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Wow. Rude. Yeah, where is Sayori? Hi. Are you okay? Spacing out? Yeah. Go talk to everyone else. That's not normal. It's not like her. Okay, so she's faking it. Something's obviously going on. We also don't know if Monica is actually playing piano before coming here. And don't we walk around with Sayori all the time? Wouldn't we know? Monica's always so observant, so I feel like she would. Yeah, I know her, blah, blah, blah. I almost kind of miss doing like the little accents for each person. I don't know. That just made it fun and like interesting. But at that point, I had to read through everything, which was also just difficult. Oh, yay. I'm on her mind. Talks about you more than anything else. Great. Full of sunshine. Yeah, you always jump to conclusions, though. That's your expertise. Ugh. Okay. So they're chit-chatting, and I'm just hanging out, trying to do what I do. But I care about her, and it's weighing on me. Struggle bus. Are they over it yet? Oh, great. Sharing the poems. So she was talking to Sayori. Okay, so it gives me the option of who I want to read it to first. Given the events, I'm going to go in my same order and talk to Sayori first. A little surprised that you try writing poems the way Yuri does. Oh, did you guys hear the music stop? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do, but that doesn't mean I try hard to impress them. We have a wavelength, aka chemistry, and that's how this poem came out. You're the only exciting thing in my life. That's why the music slowed down, because it was about to get all feelsy and they had to tell us about it. I don't deserve this. You're too nice. Why are you doing this? Sayori, I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sniffles and shakes her head. Wow, she's literally crying over this. Okay. Rain cloud. Monica's just, or Sayori's just leaving? What the hell? Okay, so I don't get to read her poem. That's cool. Well, let's talk to Monica and see if she tells me whatever the fuck happened. Not the poem. Your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. You haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. Treating her like I always do. Alright, just making sure I know how much you care about her. Be terrible if something happened. What? What is going on? Ugh. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift to the sky, victim of the current of wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing the legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, that last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the mind ceases to blow, I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather. A dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and the forefinger. A hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking before I can speak. She responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Well, that was lovely. So chipper. I mean, it did get very philosophical. True, they're not two-dimensional creatures. Or as Hermione Granger would say, have more emotions than a teaspoon. Unlike Ron Weasley. Yeah, no one wants to share their poems. It's embarrassing. Alright. Yuri's next because Nasuki can eat shit. Yeah, great advice. Okay, so like, are you gonna give me some good advice? Great. Yay. What? No, that's not what I was saying at all. Your opinions are not fearsome. They're just sophisticated. Yeah, moving on. Good lord. Okay. Beach, a marvel millions of years in the making. Where the womb of Earth could castically meet the surface? Castically? I didn't know that was a word. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at the foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish in the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore. That makes me think of like something Edgar Allan Poe would write. Forevermore. Anytime I hear anything with more and that really focuses on those long vowels and phrases, it's very Poe-like. Inane thing to write about. The beach is beautiful. Why do you think so many people do pictures of it and have so many, symbolisms from it? It's because it's beautiful and people enjoy it and its presence and being there. Yeah, thanks for sharing. Great. Natsuki. I don't know why it asks me who else I'm going to share with. It should just automatically put me in queue with Natsuki because I can't avoid it. I mean, as good as yesterday. Okay, so she's asking my involvement with Sayori. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Yeah, she's a bitch. Holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened. I'll be your beach. Clever. I hate how it plays this music with Natsuki. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go to. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left long ago. Oh my god, she wrote a long one. Okay, I don't put up with Natsuki shit. She can be the first to get out. Just leave. Yeah, Yuri's take was definitely more solemn. What? No. It's not like she was trying to copy you. God, she's so petty. Yeah, we shared. Great. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. I don't have a catchphrase. What? What is going on? Yeah, it is weird without Sayori, but people. You would think that if she wasn't feeling well, and this is an after-school function, and he cares about her that much, he would walk her home. Sayori is doing the posters. Natsuki is doing cupcakes. Yuri. Aww. Oh, yeah, okay. So Monica did say that she's not good with people. This is a great example. Help the atmosphere. Yay, I get to help them. Wonderful. It really, it would be so much more engaging if it actually gave me the ability to respond to little things. Just little things. Beyond just choosing which poem I want to read first. I'm going to go with helping out Sayori because clearly she has things going on and she needs my help. Ow, ow, ow. Ugh. Prefer helping Sayori. We're already neighbors. Just think of the club. Okay, Natsuki is making the cupcakes. Yuri's helping with atmosphere, so I guess I'll help Monica? Okay, so they all have ulterior motives. Great. And now they're fighting over me and who I'm going to be helping with. Most logical is for Neriel to help one of you two. So, great. Now I have to choose again. Yuri. Because Natsuki can eat shit. I have no idea what Yuri's even supposed to do. She's helping with atmosphere, right? So stupid. Guys, why am I doing this again? This is supposed to be scary, and I've been playing for way too long. Oh, yay. Let's exchange phone numbers. Creep. So she's coming over to my house. Yay. So cringy. So cringy. Ugh. Can I please just go? Can we move on? Yuri's coming to my house. Definitely would have preferred to do this with Sayori. Does this mean that Yuri's gonna try and shack up with me and it's gonna ruin my chances with Sayori? She was the one that left, not my problem. Because she wouldn't tell me what was going on. Yeah, Sayori's not really responding. Yeah, let's go visit her. Not anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's in her room. Strange of her not to run down and greet me, though. Hearing I was in the house, so I go up to the room. Sayori? Hi. I sit down with her. She forces a smile, but I can tell she's different. There's a moment of silence. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Not much has changed. Room is messy as it always is. Same stuffed animals that she's had for years. It wouldn't be such a mess if I came over more often. Yeah, Say already had left, Monica told her. Okay. I mean, yes. Taco, taco. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. What? What? Yeah, what are you saying? I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. What are you talking about? I guess I have no choice. The thing is, I've had a really bad depression my whole life. Okay, well now it's starting to get downward turn. Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. Yeah, she was always super chipper. But that's how it is a lot of times. That always makes me think of behind every smile can be a broken heart because of Robin Williams and committing suicide. He was one of the happiest people that any of us knew. And, you know, he always was trying to light up a room when he was in it and trying to make people happier. And it was just a lot of darkness surrounding him behind the closed doors, and it's how he lost a really great man. Why is it that you've never told me about this? I feel betrayed as your close friend. I would have tried to support if I could. Or make every day a little better for you. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Neriel. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try and care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else, helping everyone be happy together instead of the best thing for me. Oh, is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Yeah, I don't understand. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. There's nothing that helps. Oh my gosh, Phoenix, I am so happy to be home. I am drinking my drink. I got my shower. I'm comfy. I'm chill. So here we are. Cheers. Ooh. I made like 2 drinks worth this time. That's pretty bomb. I'll have to do that in the future. Woo! Look at that beauty. I love it. You are my spirit animal right now, right? I love it. I was just trying to get through this fucking game. Alright, so Sayori's depressed. Now she's crying. She made me join the club because she was selfish. Punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. I grab her shoulders and I pull her into a tight embrace. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day is making it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, her arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Muriel, I barely manages to speak in between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. All I want for her is to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Sayori, I don't know. Pulls her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. This is all really scary. I don't understand any of the feelings, Muriel. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. Your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. She lets me go, and as she does, I let her go too. Festival's tomorrow. It's gonna be fun, right? How would you like for me to spend it all with you? That's what I want, I promise. I think that would be nice then. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. And at the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, she shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if I could be very good for me today. If that would be very good for me today. You got a while before you finish the game. Yeah. I saw that the average gameplay is about 5 to 6 hours. But again, I've heard people averaging closer to 8 to 10. So we'll see. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. Don't worry about it too much. I'll see you tomorrow. Look forward to it. It's hard to think about all that knowing that Yuri's coming over. I gotta focus on what's ahead of me. So I approach the house and I panic because Yuri's already there. Yeah, I found pretty much everything she asked me to buy. So, she's in my room. And I'm anxious. I cleaned right before she came over. She enjoys cleaning. Yeah, no, that would have been weird if she would have helped me clean. You're just trying to go through my drawers? Boy? Girl? Whatever? Bish? Can we get started? Decorations, atmospherics, let's go. Ugh. Seriously. Really? Essential oils, a diffuser for positive atmospherics. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. She would be one of those people. Ooh, fancy knife. Thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Okay, that's a little kinky. It's a little weird. Being like this sweet little shy innocent girl, but strangely into knives. Oops. I cut myself. Sorry. Yeah, so Phoenix, one of my biggest pet peeves about this game is the fact that I don't have more involvement in just like the little choices. I think I said this last night too. Like, it can all be essentially the same answer, but just different ways of saying it so that I can add my own personality to my character. But the fact that my character is so set in stone and I have no involvement and I'm literally just button mashing the spacebar is really depressing. Doki Doki Ghost. Thank you for the follow, my friend. I'm sorry I'm trashing this game. It's tough. So this is one that my friends have been trying to convince me to play for about 2 years. Finally doing it, and I'm just waiting for it to get scary because this is our Freaky Friday, so we do horror games typically. And yeah, I needed liquor to be playing this game and tolerating it, so the music is also driving me up a wall. Ugh. Oh man, I just realized I have to update my my Streamlabs response to follows. No longer the Renegades. I mean, I am still Neriel, but no longer the Renegades. Now we're the Ragers. Talk about an evolution of a stream. Okay. Blah. Oh wait, so did she cut herself and I cut myself to make her feel better? What is this? It's so kinky. So weird. Like, we're not blood brothers here. I'm not trying to have this bond with you. What? Water? Oh, paint. Oh, are we doing watercolors? Yeah. Yeah. It's not hot in here. I'm just embarrassed and blushing. Gradient across the banner. Colors of sunrise, daytime, sunset, nighttime. Inspirational quote across the banner. Cool. It's better than elementary school. You don't use like watercolors that much in elementary school. It's trying to scare me. Not yet. We're not into any of the horror stuff. I haven't seen anything that's remotely fucking scary in this game. I'm sorry. Even if a game gets like slightly suspenseful and scary towards the end, I think if it has this much content that is not scary, it should not be listed in the Steam horror games for a psychological horror. Like, no, this is a psychological torture. That is a fact, because I'm having to go through and like talk to all of these catty bitches and just do stupid stuff. Like, I don't care about any of this. This is not my game. So I'm just trying to get through it. I know that this is a game that a lot of people have really appreciated, really enjoyed, really loved, and it definitely has a cult following, so I get it. But it is not mine. Did I spill it on her? What? So she's holding my hand to her face. What is happening? Tingling. Her face is closer to mine, and then she pulls away and says, "Sorry, I've been feeling lightheaded today." Yeah, whatever. You were trying to kiss me. Chica. turned out better than I expected. Are you gonna add the lettering now? It's gotta dry. Hey, look at that other follow. Oh, Danielito Ghost? I see the YT at the end and it makes me think of just like yeeting. Yeet this. Appreciate the follow. Much love and many thanks. Okay, so Daniel and Doki, you two know each other. Just as a heads up, no trolling. My mods will just ban you if you guys troll. We've run into that more often than not when we play a game in particular and people have a strong like cult like feeling and love for the game. They tend to start trolling. So we just keep that in mind. But otherwise, it is a pleasure to have you guys here. I am sorry I am struggling with a game that you guys clearly enjoy and love if it's your handle. And I'm just trying to get through it. I was expecting it to be scarier quicker, and that's what I was trying to play this for and get to. So we'll see how long it takes. Do you guys know like how fast it typically is? Because I saw anywhere from 5 hours to 10 hours, and I've already completed 3, but we'll see. Okay, Yuri's leaving. They want to go out again? You got really close. Hi, Sayori. Yeah, that's weird. Also, there's no music now. Also weird. Right, yeah, I can tell you love this game because you're Doki Doki. So, when every time I go and I put this game into the Streamlabs, I type in Doki Doki and it comes up with a bunch of other stuff. So are there different Doki Doki games and this is just specifically the Literature Club? And like, do you play all of the games or are you just really into Doki Doki Literature Club? Also, no spoilers, please, because as tedious as it is to get to the scary part, I want to enjoy the scary part and not have spoilers prior to. That kind of ruin it for people. It makes me really happy that you guys are such good friends. Doki Doki, you might appreciate it because the first day I was playing, which was yesterday, I had like particular voices for everyone and I was going back and forth with accents for each person. But eventually the group was just like, nah, just like speed through it so we can get to the good stuff. And I was like, okay, fine. So I stopped reading and started doing this. So here we are. Scared about what? I might like you more than you like me. I like you so much that I want to die. That's dramatic. I don't want to hurt you or anyone. I always know what's best for you. Do you still believe me? Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm gonna give you. Well, I want to be with Sayori. That's what I was trying to target the poems towards, so I'm not going to be just her friend. I'm gonna tell her that I love her, because she's been my friend forever. Oh, there's mods for the game? What? How the heck? How do you change the game? Monica. Okay. All right. I mean, hey, Monica's a hotshot. She's a steal. So, I get that one. That was going to be my other choice. If it wasn't Sayori, it was going to be Monica, Yuri, Natsuki. Aw, they're hugging. Aw, look at the love. Why won't the rain clouds go away? That's tough, though. Like, I knew that this game was going to get darker based on what my friends had told me. But yeah, it's always tough. Any game that wrestles with legitimate issues of mental health and stuff like that is never easy for them to go about it. And I get why it had the disclaimer in the very beginning. Okay, whatever pace she wants. So did she just say that me telling her I love her and I care about her makes her feel sad? It felt like a bunch of thorns. What? Yeah. That's tough. It's very tough. Okay, wait, so Doki Doki, how can you mod the game? Day of the festival. Sayori's not answering her phone. But it's probably a little too much if I just go to her house. Preparations are probably complete. The banner I painted is dry, so I roll it and I take it with me. She sent me a text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. More excited for it to be over. Yeah, I get that. You're the first one here. Yeah, I did figure Yuri would be here by now. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she must have overslept. Oof. Yeah, it's not that simple. Can't just try harder. Yeah, you probably should have at least gone and knocked on her door. Of course I do. What? What the hell? Yeah, definitely didn't plan on bringing that up to anybody because it's not official. Like, I never asked her explicitly to be my girlfriend. I probably know a lot more than you think. What the hell? Back off. Yeah, that's weird. Don't be weird about it. Don't make it weird. Well, that's nice. This is definitely not a good poem to do to help people join the thing. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. That's lovely. Why? 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 Oh, why you leave her hanging though? Right? Right? I mean, I didn't leave her hanging though. I told her I loved her and that I wanted a relationship with her and stuff like that. She was the one that said, "You telling me you love me makes me sad." What the fuck is that response? If someone tells you they love you, like, appreciate it for what it is. and either reciprocate or accept it for what it is and move on. Like, you don't just tell them, oh, that makes me sad. Like that. What? No. Yeah, it does feel different than anything she's written. Some mind trip. Yeah. Let's go get Sayori. Yup. Tried harder. Knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up the phone. Open the door and let myself in. She's a really heavy sleeper. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. It's really something a boyfriend would do, wouldn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside her room, I knock on the door. Wake up, dummy. No response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this, but isn't this kind of a breach of privacy? She really leaves me no choice. I open the door. So now he blames himself. Should have just said that they were friends. Screw the club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. What? Oh, do you notice that Sayori's character that was here is all jacked up and Play Again is really jacky and funky? What? 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 Okay, so this is playing through as if Sayori was never there. Like there's no girl running up to him. He's walking by himself now. Okay, so this is a complete reset, and this is without Sayori in the picture at all. So I'm just meeting Monica first. And she's inviting me to the literature club. What? I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Okay. Glitchy. Sorry, I'm definitely just like speed running through this now because I'm like, what the hell is going on? This is interesting. What? Okay, sorry. I keep messing with how I'm sitting in the chair just to like get more comfortable. Okay. You're not close to the end. Enjoy the ride. Yeah. No, I knew that just based on the time, there was no way I could be close to the end, but I didn't think that somebody was gonna get killed off. Like I said, because we've already seen all of this from the first part, I'm just gonna speed through it. But yeah, this is unexpected. I didn't think it was just gonna be like she was gonna be gone. Just like that, like completely removed from the equation entirely. So, if the text is exactly like the last playthrough, the skip button becomes available. So this one's not exactly the same because last time, oh, I might be skipping through new stuff. Okay, all right. So I will take a little bit more time to at least see this and read before I go through. I mean, this is the same so far because it has been telling me like almost the same word for word, apart from the fact that Monica was the one that led me into this group instead of Sayori. I've unlocked a poem now, so I'm not having to read a poem or write a poem. I've unlocked one. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail, and the universe started to collapse. But she killed herself just in time. Well, that's in reference to Sayori. Look at, they're both so sad down there, and I can't match with Sayori anymore. So, okay, does this mean that now I'm choosing the next person that's gonna die because they'll fall in love with me? I'm just going with what I think is going to match with Yuri because I want to see what goes on there next. Let's go. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I didn't run away. This is definitely going to be a little strange. The fuck? Also, there were no cupcakes this time. I didn't see anything about cupcakes. And no one got smacked with a cookie. So it is a little different. So she's the vice president. So it is a little different, but just not a ton. Same book she lent to me. She seems to be in the first few pages. Okay, so this is different. We didn't have this interaction before. When I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. Hey guys, she bought this book for me. Yeah. Engaging and relatable story. Portrait of Markov. An ominous-looking eye symbol on the front of the cover. Basically, it's about a religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, aka foreshadowing. Is this where we are? Are we in a camp? Is this an experiment? Are we all killing machines? But Sayori just killed herself. Selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs, and if yeah. Okay, great. So excited. Sounds really great to read. I'm glad you thought of me to share this book with. Alright. I gotta stir this up just a little bit. Because there's a little bit too much like of the ice that melted into it at the top. Okay. Challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. But because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway, then suddenly... Okay, great. So it hacks into the system a little bit. Whoa! Fuck, I missed that. Damn it. Sorry. Oh, that one had audio to it, so that one was creepy. Can't say much. It would be spoilers. I can tell you later. Ah! Okay, I appreciate that, God Hand. Alright. Yeah, there was audio to that one, so that was different than the other ones. Sitting right next to Yuri. And reading the book together. Fuck! I keep missing things. I wish there was a way to go back. Damn it. Okay, alright. Taking it slower so I don't miss stuff. Oh, so they're sharing a book now. Why? They're snuggling really, really quickly. Aw, they're reading the book hand in hand. Oh, history. Haha, look at you. I hadn't even thought about it. Okay, yeah, obviously it only goes so far. Okay, that's fine. Good to know. Now I know how to use that. I just never messed with it. Okay. Oh. Was she busty? Well, yeah, you're like all up in each other's laps. You're breathing. Oh, come on, dude. You don't call a woman out for breathing fast or her heart beating fast or something. It's just rude. Clearly this guy like doesn't know how to actually work with girls. Did something happen just now? No, not really. Just making sure you didn't do anything to her. Excuse me? Okay, let's share our poems. And we'll get started without her. Not a whole lot of options. Okay. Yay, let's read the poem. Oh, it's just like Yuri. You mean the chick that I was trying to impress and I was choosing all the words solely because I knew that that's what she enjoyed? No, you don't say. I love this game. Even when like people are just rushing through it and like button mashing. Yuri's back. We were just sharing our poems. Aww. Yes, let's read your new poem. Okay, so this is a little bit different, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think we read one quite like this before. I think this is different. Okay, hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. She always writes really depressing stuff. Okay. Very free form. Yes, that's what we said before. Right. She always talked about how she had that weird epiphany, and then she started randomly playing piano, which we don't actually know because we've never actually seen it. So, still TBD. Well, let's do Yuri's now. Exceptional. No writing experience. Writing habits of new writers. Okay, so this bit is the same because look, the skip button is the same now. Okay, okay. Cool. Now I know how to use it. I mean, I've played it myself and seen over like 50 playthroughs on Twitch. A little faster pace is all right. Fair enough if you're well acquainted with the story. Were those 50 playthroughs like keep doing her best for me, jeez. Were those with or without mods? Excuse me? It's just like these random interjections where weird stuff happens. Okay, so now I'm thinking Monica's poem must have been the same because I didn't have to read through, or because Natsuki's was the same, but I didn't read Yuri's without. I've only seen a few minutes of modded DDLCs. Butsuki, for instance. Nice. Yeah, that was stressful. That's what I got myself into. Google a picture later. It's hilarious. All right. I will do that offline. See, it's hard because these, honestly, they sound so similar to what it was before. But I can't skip through it, so obviously it's just a little different. Ugh. Okay, so this was different because I couldn't... I don't know what's happening. Music's getting faster. Things are freaking out here. What? I side with Yuri? Great. What is happening? Hi, Monica. Okay, we're gonna step outside. That was different than last time. Some of the difference is later on in the scene, and the beginning part is actually the same. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was a great example. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. Better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Natsuki runs out. She's crying. Oof. Yuri? Hi? Aww. Poor Yuri. You're hanging out with Justin. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys are having fun. We'll see both of you tomorrow, right? Super excited. I don't know what time he's coming over. He was probably going to come over the time that the party was set, but you can let him know if he wants to come over earlier and you two can just hang out here. Feel free. Only thing is I will, like I said, I'll have that stuff in the beginning and like earlier in the day, and then Joey Bats is probably going to stream some NHL at some point, but I will be upstairs like hanging out with you guys, so whatever. We're hanging with Sayori. Yeah, we were hanging with Sayori earlier. What? The fuck? Okay. Ooh! Eh! Hi. Oh. Doki Doki was an option this time. That was different. Kill it! Kill it! Okay. Hi, guys. Hi, Yuri, or just your boob. We're gonna call that Yorub. It's Yuri's boob. Yorub. Nothing's happened like that before. Thank you for apologizing. It's all good. We're good. What? Yeah, it's not like her. Is this where she's at the piano? Okay, so they're apologizing. Cool. This is also the closest we've ever been to that closet. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happened. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? Didn't mean to be late. Piano. Okay, so this bit looks exactly the same, but obviously something must be changing towards the end here that makes it so different, and why we can't just skip it. Best of luck. Cringe. What? She ran into the closet. Since your compliments put me in a good mood, let's spend more time today. Time together today. Cringe. Find a place to sit and get all snuggled up. Ew. Gross. Cringy. God, is this really what it was like to be like dating or trying to date in freaking high school? It's disgusting. Like, where you freaking got off from just being near the person. Water pitcher? Is she making tea? She's making tea. Check the room. The room looks the same. The door is open. The chairs are all there. I don't see anything weird on the signs. F in chat for the chair. What? Fuck the chair? The chair looks normal. The most logical place for her to be would be near the water fountain. What is that noise coming from around the corner? Now it's gone. It might be back. Who knows? Okay, great. Thanks. Someone is sucking air through their teeth like they're in pain. Peer on the corner. I'm not doing anything. Does this have anything to do with her and that knife addiction? Did she stab herself? Or stab something? Or someone? Yeah, oolong tea. It's great. It's really hard because like the music is still so like happy and chipper and stuff. I don't notice anything changing in the room. Sitting against the wall with our teacups, reading our books. Right? I'm gonna give this boy a boner. Jeez. Back off. Yeah, who would want to read in that situation? Facts. She respects her books. She does not want to get food on them. So she's gonna hold the book while he just stuffs his face with chocolate. People don't even want to read in a non-sexual situation. It's, yeah. Ugh, gosh. Okay, sorry. Totally focused on reading. I'm eating the chocolate. And he's feeding her the chocolate. What? Oh, music stopped. My heart? My heart won't stop pounding. Did I hear the chair fall over? Why is this happening to me? Are you getting an orgasm? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. Ugh. Creepy eyes. You can close those eyes now. Time to share poems. The fuck is going on? Let's talk to Yuri and figure out what the fuck just happened. Okay. This is weird, guys. Like, what? What? Hard time concealing the emotions. Oh, God. It's a long ass poem to read. Okay. Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time, devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of the exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears, and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times for every time it ticks every second time, a bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in the clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Doesn't matter what it's about. It sounds like it's about breathing. Give you your fucking inhaler. See if you're okay. Go. Like, you gonna be alright? We need to get you hooked up or something? Because I got my rescue inhaler. It's ready to go. Give you some oxygen. Help you breathe. I like the way that it writes. I've stolen a person's pen before because it wrote so nice. I might need 2 of those. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this conversation is. Like, at first I was like, oh, she's just like the sweet, like, cautious, cute, nerdy girl. But no, she's a freak. She is a freak. I still don't want to deal with Natsuki. I'm gonna make her the last because fuck her. She can eat shit. You saw something earlier you weren't supposed to see? I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend this much time with Yuri. She seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but if Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Okay, that escalated. Yeah, she does have a collection, fun fact. Oh, great. So she gets high from cutting, or it's a sexual thing. You've been enabling her. What the fuck? Yeah, great. Sure. I'll read your fucking poem now. God. Save me. The colors. They won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, grating, something, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like, okay, so it's the same one as before. Delete her. Damn. Same as before, just slightly different. With like the way that it was actually written. Difficult situation. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. I'm gonna take that cue and I'm gonna save this game. I'm gonna return. You never know when who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Can you tell me, can you hear me? Anything. Please help me. That's my advice for today. We smart. Yeah, that was real subtle. Hey, save your game. Oh, God. I'm not stupid. How much time have you been spending with Yuri? Obviously, care more about impressing her. Kind of pathetic. What are you even in this club? Oh my God. Shut up. Please go away. Oh great, another special poem. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep up with this until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. That's nice. Oh, everything's red now. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems. So everybody can sit in front of the room, talk about the festival. Yay! Okay, what are we gonna do now? Can we, like, skip? Oof. Well, that's harsh. Also, why is it so quiet? Yeah, we want to get more members. This club, it's nothing. Wow, so no festival. Aw. Well, sad. No cupcakes? But I wanted cupcakes. Things were nice. Wow, so Natsuki's leaving. I don't know what to do. What's your opinion on the festival? Who cares about that obnoxious brat? Facts. The vice president. Wait, so they had the president, the vice president, and then one member. One member. How did they think that this was a successful club? Nobody would cry if she killed herself. False. Someone would. Not me, but someone. You're a wonderful vice president. Wow. Cringe. So are they still doing the festival? Oh, Monica's gonna chat with me. Great. Yeah, a little cringy. I mean, to be fair, all the drama started when I came to this group, so you could just tell me to leave. Oh, lovely. Things are changing again. No music. Weird fuzzy stuff. Yeah, it has only been like 2 days, right? What? Okay, cool. Next one. Oh, you can see her little emoji hop up down there. Aw. I don't even know what the fuck that was about. Okay, wait. So I feel like I should save. Okay. Just because I finished the next poem, I'm sure I should save. Yeah, let's read together. She's been feeling on edge. Yes. You are the last one again. So the festival is happening, and she's bribing her. What? This is so weird. So weird, guys. Because I choose to back out. Yeah, fair. Could be all on you if it fails. Monica? Hi? Yeah? Cool? We good? Neil is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Wow, they get so pushy. Akko Taco. Nice cup of tea. Okay, she's making tea again. Lovely. Hi. Wait, how did I... Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head's been a little fuzzy. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird after we just started spending time together. Everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is a bit inappropriate. She was younger, it would come on really strong and really intense and make people not want to be around her. So she hated them, her obsession with hobbies. She can't control herself when she gets too excited. So she just stopped talking to people. Something's been wrong, I don't know what it is. My heart goes crazy when she goes to the club, like she wants to rip it out of her chest. That doesn't sound like a very healthy way to process something. Yeah, Monica's a little off because she's trying to freaking save you from going crazy. Can we just stay here for a while? Great. I want to stay here, just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. Yeah. Make you feel like stabbing yourself in the throat. That's false. That's Monica behind her. I think I have a headache, Carrie. Maybe another day. Right? Why don't you come to my house sometime? I don't really want to. I don't want to see your knife collection. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Do we? Do we have each other? Is that all we need? Let's quit the club. No need to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. Wow. Read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we could meet each other. Yeah, nah, that's weird. Great. Let's just get this out of the way. Show you the poem. Yeah, go ahead. Keep it. I don't care. Yeah, I'm super nice to you, you freak show. Ew! Ew. Freak show. That's nice. That's just gorgeous. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. Yeah, poems about that. It's all about that. I endowed it with my scent. Yeah, go vomit, please. Get the fuck out of my face. Yeah, you or me. Oh, cool. So no poem with Monica. Cool. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean. But she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet, polite, and attentive. Things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try to talk to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person she'll listen to. I don't know why. But please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri. But it really hurts me to see this happening and know that I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that. But right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I've changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Ariel? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Okay. Team Salvato? Just Monica? Is that it? That's the end of that one? I don't know. Today, I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how blank feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one, though. So I don't think I'll be doing it again unless I decide to kill myself. I left a memento of the occasion below. That's great. Is that Monica's blood? She understands how Yuri feels now? Great. Now we're just going to talk to Monica. Festival preparations. Fuck yeah. Natsuki's making cupcakes again. Yuri's not useless. She can make the atmospherics and the decorations. Great. Now I have to choose who to help. They said just Monica, so I'm clicking on Monica. And she's not pushing me away. I like how her eyes get like all zooped in. You can sure make a crazy face. Like me like IRL, I can make a crazy face, or like the characters make crazy faces. I didn't realize I make crazy faces. I'm sorry. Oh, that's nice. Have you considered killing yourself? It'd be beneficial to your mental health. Yeah. What? Mm-hmm. Yeah, addicted. That's nice. How lovely, Yuri. Yeah, hearing her breathing in my ear is not so great. Madly in love with you. Every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. Oh, just know how much I love you. I don't need to know that you use my pen as a dildo. Ew. Can we stop? Can I just, I'm gonna skip through this. No. Okay. That time, yeah, I did. I left her hanging, so she killed herself. That's lovely. Oh, I can skip this. My bad. Not like I've been through this before, so I'm not entirely sure why I can skip it. But yeah, for the fact that it's just zooming through non-legible font. Look at the blood. Yeah. Festival time. That's a shame. What? Yuri deleted successfully. Natsuki deleted successfully. Since it's the last time I'll get a chance to before they stop existing? What? Doki Doki, is that why? Oh, you skipped the weekend. Time passed by when you skipped. Okay. I was wondering, like, if that's why it was changing colors, but so is that why Doki Doki Ghost says that Monica is his wifey? Hi. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. Oh, me. Like Mimi. I don't know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be that you possibly didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little less awkward, you know? Anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe an explanation about the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard the name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason nothing worked. It's true that I made a few mistakes here and there since I was not very good at making changes with the game, but no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent you from confessing to her, and applying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you to not spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this? It's not just jealousy, it's more than that. I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. You'll never be able to understand the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will, and the worst of all, knowing that what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Ariel. Now you're here, you're real, and you're wonderful. You're all I need. This is why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if that's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Neriel. I don't think I could ever have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed to only fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into the game? I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Neriel, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Neriel, will you go out with me? Okay, it doesn't give me another option, so I have to say yes. I'm so happy. You really are my everything. Doki Doki Ghost, right? Nothing left here but the two of us. We can be together forever. I'm almost right at 2 hours. So when this little bit gets over, I'm going to save and I'm going to stop there. Folder called characters right in the game directory. Freaked her out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess the plus side is it gave me an easy out on things that didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this, don't you? I wonder if that's part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? I'm just gonna choose the ones that look most like Monica, like her actual full name, and that's all that we can do. Oh, well, none of them do. Okay. Monica. Yay. Hi. Yeah, great poem. Yeah, it's all for you. It's just your name a bunch of times. Sure. Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way in a world of infinite choices. Behold this special day. After all, not all good times come to an end. Yeah, I enjoyed it. All your heart. It was so nice. Yeah, that's why you didn't go into detail. Didn't want to break the fourth wall. Yeah, I did kind of get mad. I didn't delete your character file though, because I don't know how to, even though you explained it to me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Yeah, sure. Don't need to hide anything anymore. Let's spend eternity together. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friends a little bit? It's a little rude for them to start recording me without any warning. I'm sure some people don't mind. I just get really self-conscious on camera. But oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple of things. Are you ready? Is she going to put something into chat as a part of her trick? I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. Yeah, okay. Did I scare you? You're so cute. Anyway, Neriel, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me, shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun. Collect your thoughts. Something new to talk about. I'm doing another jump scare here. Man, I just have to go to the bathroom. Ugh! You good? Can we not stare into each other's eyes anymore? Bye! I'm button mashing here. Go to the bathroom. You have time now. Ugh. Okay. Yeah. BRB, y'all. I'm gonna switch to my be right back thing, so. Hey. Alright. Here we are. Going through this again. If you copy my character file onto a flash drive, you can always keep me with you. Unorthodox, but really romantic. Ow. I just bit my lip. Ow. Yeah, I'm really glad that like I don't have a flash drive on my computer because I don't want it to download some like vicious file onto my computer. Virus? I don't need viruses. I don't need to wipe my computer. High school is a very turbulent time, and high school sucked. Like, I did not peak in high school. I did not peak in college. I don't know. I don't feel like I've peaked. I'm just waiting to like get to the next thing. Wait, think about getting rid of her. I can't get... How do I get rid of her, though? It hasn't given me the option. What happens if I hit auto? She told you how. Going into the game file? This is so hard. I have to go and figure it out. Okay, hold on. So... Browse local files. Right click, properties. Alright, let's see. Since Sayori's hanging herself, step happened in your DDLC files. Oh. Okay. So, let me see. I can't even find my DDLC files, so that's part of the issue. Okay, so Steam library. Doki Doki. Characters. Monica is the only one. So, here, let me see if I can just show you guys, like, my browser or my window. So you guys can see what I'm doing. Just as part of it. Okay, so it's getting rid of her now. What's happening to me? It hurts. How? Does not exist. There's one more playthrough, but it's really short. Like, your pace is probably less than 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I deleted you. I got you the fuck off my freaking file. Yeah, torture. Suffer. Die. Go away. That was fun. Yeah, this is a very interesting game. I get how they call it a psychological horror, because this is a very unique concept that I get why people got so excited about it. Like, it's always interesting when some game is actually able to alter your files. I love watching like Markiplier play through those and stuff like that. Yeah. You did destroy everything. You got real creepy. I'm waiting for a jump scare. Everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I love them all. I love the literature club. I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy, and if I really love you, then there are 3 videos, game theories on YouTube about DDLC. They go into detail since you scratched only at the surface of the deep rabbit hole, I'm sure. Wait, so do I do a new game or do I load the old game? And this is everyone is back except Monica. I can't load the game. Okay. Ordinary day. Oh, she woke up on time. And she's been doing that for a while, so she's not depressed anymore. So they walk to school together every day now. He's starting her new club. Aw. Sorry, I got a random call there. And just because of the way that it was coming in, I had to see if I needed to answer it or not. Okay, for instance, there are tons of clues in your game files which can be decrypted with tools and specific websites revealing and hinting stuff about the next game from Team Salvatore. Something in Yuri described when she talked about her book. Okay. Hi. Joey Bats is over here hanging out on the corner. I'm joining your club. So, Godhand, have they said like a timeline of when they're coming out with the next game in those files from what you've decrypted or at least found information on? Cupcakes. Interesting. You sent me the 3 videos. Okay, yeah, I will definitely check them out and see what on earth is going on with this game, cuz this has been a trip towards the end. Like I said, anytime like a game will go into your files and is able to alter things or delete things or something like that and kind of trips you out, I mean, that's definitely, it's cool. I can respect that. It scares me at the same time because I'm like, I don't want it to mess up my actual computer and be some kind of virus, but yeah. I feel like this is a portion I should definitely be able to skip because this all sounds exactly the same. Wait, so are we gonna write another poem? Oh my. Aw, they're going to the bookstore together. Their friendship is blossoming. Everyone's getting along. Wait, so no homework, no poem? I already knew you were going to. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. Oh, that's great and cringy. I know everything that she did. It's because I'm president now. Wait, so is that why Monica knew everything that was happening too? Because she had access to the files? I know, hard to try to make everyone happy. What the fuck? Oh, that's nice. No? I don't have that option. I won't let you hurt him. So Monica and Sayori are now fighting? What?
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah.
You can show me the normal version.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you.
So that's why I had that obnoxious song the whole
In my
time.
hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you.
This is a very weird ending.
Flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today?
Oh, no way, a text message. Who's a
When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway.
just
When I
fun?
can't even read my own feelings, what good are words?
Wait, so what is it deleting successfully?
And if
Oh, it's deleting like the files as they're going through.
what will
That's
it
weird.
take just for me to have it all? Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it wrong if I take your is it love
So before
if I
we
set you free?
completely back out, I will bring that picture and those videos across so everybody can see them. that's cringy. The special thanks to us at the end.
Your reality if I don't know how to love you. I'll leave you be.
Is it just gonna like delete the game from my computer entirely? That's so weird. Oh. This is my final goodbye to the literature club. I finally understand the literature club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, the reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo the same hellish epiphany. That was the epiphany she was talking about. For the time that it lasted, I want to thank you for making all my dreams come true, for being a friend to all the club members. And most of all, thank you for being a part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monica. That was, yeah, script files missing or corrupt. Please reinstall the game. So it essentially removed the game. Holy crap. Yeah, there's a way to recover it. I'm sure. That makes sense. That makes sense. Obviously, like, it's already in my Steam files, so I can re-download it anytime, but that is very, very trippy. Very trippy. First playthrough. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's watch some of these things that you had to share with me. I had no idea that this was going to turn out that way, so thank you for sharing that information, Godhand. That's definitely been helpful. Yes, and yeah, thank you for the follow. We definitely appreciate that. But yeah, okay, so that was the image that you were talking about, and that talks about the literature club, and it's the song that she just sang. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. Okay, yeah. Doki doki. That's crazy. Okay. So, game theory number 1. Scariest monster is hiding in plain sight.
From? Aw, Jacksepticeye, how sweet. And there's a picture? Wait, that's not how I wrote this gag. Another one. What's going on here?
What about Jack?
Wait. What the heck?
Yeah, it's a
Steph!
weird intro.
Steph, are you pranking me?
You promised you'd spend time with me, Matt. Me. And only me. 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 Now let's make a theory together.
I also can't believe this was from the theory from 2017. I can't believe it's been that long that this game has been out and we've just been choosing not to play it.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory, where it's our
Oh, I see
goal
that down
to
at the
systematically
bottom,
prove
or
that
on the side
everything in
there.
your life is secretly
Doki Doki
terrifying.
Decoded.
Over the years, we've made you fear public Wi-Fi, minimum wage jobs, and even the house next door. But today,
Still
we're
waiting
gonna
for the
talk
next
about
game.
a
Yeah,
game
that's what I
Stop
was
trusting
also going to
very
comment on, is
computer
how
using
long of a wait
on
it's been
this
for you
video.
guys.
Unless you're part of
But I
the
mean, a lot of that
75%
can't
users
compare
who
to
watch
like
this show.
Diablo or something like that, where it's,
TV,
you know,
in which
10
case,
years before their next game, so.
Just pretend you're scared too. Ooh, okay? Okay. Looking at its Steam store page, Doki Doki Literature Club seems harmless enough. A cutesy, pastel-tinged dating sim starring 4 adorable waifus, as the kids say.
Well,
All
okay,
music
so
is
I
in
will
your head
definitely
that
say
will
I
for the
don't
low,
feel
low
like
price
this was
of
necessarily a
Steam.
horror
But look a
game
little closer and
that
quickly
makes
becomes
me
clear that this game
legitimately
isn't the fun,
scared like
lighthearted
some of the
visual
other ones that
novel
I've
made
seen
for
or
about
played.
me. For
This
starters,
one
the
was
top
just more
tag on the
so
Steam store page is
like,
psychological
yeah,
horror,
psychological
which
horror of
makes it seem misclassified.
not even like
And at the bottom of the
fully
game's
psychological
description,
horror. It was just a little
little
trippy.
reading note from the Literature Club's president, Monica, you'll find a very stern warning in bold letters. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. And in case you missed that one, the game greets you with that message yet again as you boot it up. One final reminder that this isn't meant for the faint of heart. It seems like a joke, right? But let me assure you, it is no joke. So in that spirit, this is your last chance to stop watching this video.
So
and
Joey
spoil the
Bats
heck
just
out of it.
finished
It is, without
playing
exaggeration,
Resident
the
Evil
best
8
rated, most
Village.
surprising game story
Joey
of
Bats
this
is my
year,
fiance,
even if
by
it
the
takes
way.
about
He
2 hours
hangs
of
out with here and we
barely
tag
slow
team the
visual
stream
novel
together.
before
So
it gets the really good
one
stuff.
of us is always
Brace
going to have
yourself,
to
you're not gonna
do
regret it,
some,
or just
you know,
watch our
some part of our
highlight playthroughs
theme
on GT Live.
for the week.
You'll get the point. Okay, so if you're still here after that and
But-
you haven't played the game or watched our GT Live playthrough, which I'm sure is
But yeah, so now that you're following, I can share a little bit more about our streams. So Mondays we do sports. We call it MLB Monday, but it's really any sports game. Tuesdays and Wednesdays we do some kind of story we're playing through. So Tuesdays is the Tales of Tuesday, and we'll do some kind of story-based game. Wednesday is Whiskey Wednesday, so we always have some kind of liquor that's featured on the show. Thursday is Throwback Thursday, so Joey Bats did Warcraft 3 last night.
Eventually, you discover that the club's president, Monica, has become self-aware within the game and is manipulating the game's code, even files on your very computer in a desperate attempt to make you the player,
Interesting.
love her.
And then Friday is Freaky Friday, so that's when we try to feature at least some kind of horror game. So is it always that way, God Hand, where you have to, where Sayori kills herself first? Or is it based on whoever you make fall in love with you first?
Doki Doki Literature Club intentionally leaves a lot dangling for gamers to figure out on their own. But out of all of it,
You two sure have a program, respect. We try.
what is the story
We
behind Monica? The game presents her
didn't
as
stream for
simply
like
being
a year and a
character in
half.
visual novel who suddenly becomes
Just
self-aware,
because
but
COVID and life and moving happened,
the way
so
DDLC is
she's
designed,
always the
the way
first, if
that
you remember.
Monica manipulates it,
I mean, that
makes
makes
it
sense the way that
center
he was
in
just
the
talking about it here, the way
conversation, but you
it's
all
set
hint
up.
There's something much more sinister going on with her.
Um,
That is the
But
theme
yeah,
for
so when we
today.
first
That's
met,
right,
I was
listeners. The
streaming and I had
game's
recently
root,
become
Doki Doki
affiliated,
Literature Club,
and
is
I was
that
doing like
Monica
Dauntless
is
every
from
night and
a
stuff like that, but
different
I just got burned
game.
out when I was
Monica
starting
is
to
Flower,
set
who
alarms
also
on
happens to
my
be Porky from Earthbound, who's really the purple
alarms
guy
on my
from FNAF.
phone and like leaving social functions early to go and do streams. So we backed out, and then just because of moving and COVID and everything, we didn't have a good setup for the longest time. So we finally got all that set back up, and we've been streaming every night for almost a month. Oh, almost 2 months. Every night for almost 2 months. So we're pretty proud of that. But our next thing is our goal to get 200 followers by August 21st, 2021, because that is our wedding. And we are at 167. So thank you all so much for helping us get closer to that goal today. That was fantastic. Even though I'm not playing Doki Doki again, I appreciate it. So I hope Doki Doki Ghost and those of you that are very into Doki Doki will be interested by some of our other gameplays. I think Joey Bats was going to look at some things tonight. Joey Bats didn't want me to say what he's playing tonight, but Joey Bats is going to play something tonight, and you guys can join us and hopefully watch through that with us.
These are all the consequences of Monica haphazardly adjusting their character parameters behind the scenes, but hold on a second. That might seem to make sense on the surface, but if you actually stop and think about it, that's not really how visual novels work at all. Visual novel characters aren't AI-based. Their behavior is determined entirely by what's written in the game's script. The game's dialogue script, not programming script. I can see how that gets confusing. There's simply no need
I
for a
mean,
character in a dating sim to
yes,
have
but at the
complicated
same
behaviors
time,
like
we're
this.
not
What if
streaming
they were
popular
created for
games,
more
and
complex
so
games?
we're
What
not
if the
getting a whole
characters
lot
in
of
Doki Doki Literature Club were intended to be used in a different
visibility
game
that way,
altogether? One where they
just
would
because
need
people have to
complex
either
really
search
full
specifically
responses
by
with
our
a greater
games or
range
just
of
be
player choice.
discovering
What if
randomly.
their assets were simply
Um,
repurposed from that
because
game
especially
in
since we
order
don't
to make
have
this
a
dating
set
sim? It's not just speculation. The
theme
clues are
and
there.
we're
In the
variety
plain
streamers,
sight
you
of
don't pick up
Doki Doki's
followers
central
as quickly
mechanic, the
as you would
poem.
if you
Over
were
the course of the first act,
set
you
on
read
one
poems from all
particular
the other club
thing.
members.
Oh my gosh,
It's
it's almost
pretty
midnight there.
innocent.
Yeah,
Sure,
absolutely.
reading between the
Get some
lines, you can
sleep.
start to
I
get
can
hints that Sayori's
completely
depressed,
understand that one.
you're
But
prone to self-harm, and that Netsuko
we
is being
typically
abused by her
stream
father, but it's nothing overt. In the game's
either,
second act,
like,
you're given 3 randomly
3 to
selected
5
special
or
poems
7 to
of
9
possible 11 that makes
Eastern
these
Standard
hints
Time
much
in the
more
States.
overt. But there's one of these
But
poems in particular that
we
really
also
stands
always
out.
upload to YouTube. So if you're
You'd
ever
log in for
bored
dash
at work or
text
something
with only a
and you
few
have
letters
access to
left
YouTube and you want to
visible,
watch
spelling out
it,
the
feel free to
question
check us out on there. We are
that
definitely
would be
down for
unsettling enough
getting
on its own,
subscribers
but
on
if
there
there's
too
one
and
thing Scott Collins is
getting
trained to do,
views,
it's to
but
run
same
dark regions in
content.
Photoshop and play around around with sliders. If you crank up the exposure on that image all the way to max capacity, suddenly it becomes possible to read the full text, and man, it is weird. Irregular heartbeat, heart palpitations, arrhythmia. I search and search.
So I never saw the redacted
What is this?
file.
Breath, chest pain, dizziness? No, this is all wrong. Alyssa's symptoms are nowhere near this simple. I've seen it twice now. The screams of pain, sickeningly pale skin, vomiting blood. There is no other explanation other than that Renier's information was a complete and utter lie. This can't all be coincidence. It's not possible. I don't know how much of this Renier is behind, but I do know this. There is something horribly wrong with this family. And I accepted
Did
the
this go into a
invitation to the
different
party. I can hear Alyssa's screams
game?
from the walls now. I listen helplessly.
Because I
Renier
never
said
heard
that he
anything
went to
about
chill.
Alyssa and
Is he in
Renier.
her room now? Why is she screaming even louder than before? Chilling, right? This creepy letter is literally hidden right in front of your face while you play this game. And what's it all mean? Well, those opening lines make it sound like someone who's trying to identify an illness. Irregular heartbeat,
Oh!
palpitations, arrhythmia, or all possible problems of the heart.
Wait,
it's
so
not
that
so
was
much
the
this
page
person
that was
making
just
a
all
diagnosis,
white
but rather
about
it's
going to the
someone trying
emergency
read
room?
the symptoms he's seeing and figure out what the diagnosis is. It's a clinical assessment, which means that the speaker is a doctor of some kind. And notice the words he uses. Their symptoms. It's an illness affecting multiple people. A family, as we see later in the letter. A family that apparently you can join, almost like a cult. It's also worth noting that this doctor who's speaking has some degree of detachment from this girl Alyssa.
That was
Almost like
also
she's a
from
research
Resident Evil.
subject of some kind, possibly part of
That
the human
family.
experiment. And when you put all this together, a cult performing experiments on young girls, it starts sounding familiar. We hear about human
Yes,
experiments
in the
examples
game,
of
or the book.
in Doki Doki Literature Club.
What did I say? I called it.
Describes the plot of The Portrait of Markov, the book that she wants to read with us. A
Yes.
book which has a, quote, ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. In the first act, Yuri makes it sound relatively innocent enough. Quote, basically it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. End quote. In the second act, Yuri's personality gets a bit more unhinged, and she gives us a creepier description of what's actually going on these pages. Quote again, basically it's about this religious camp that's turned into a human experiment prison. All the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse.
Can't
They
wait to
start
play all of this?
treating people by cutting off
Wait,
their
what?
arms,
Play all of it?
fixing them
Haven't you
to-
already
and
played?
then she cuts off. That's a lot of information for a fake
Or do you mean
book,
playing a new game?
especially when you compare it to what we learn about Natsuki's favorite manga. And that's because what Yuri tells us about the Portrait of Markov isn't just a short snippet of text meant to create the illusion of a bigger story. It is the bigger story here. It's
Right.
the plot of the horror game that Team Salvato is working on. The
Okay.
game that all four of these characters originate from. And if you think I'm done, oh no.
The new
we have
game,
just
yeah.
scratched the
Okay, that's
surface.
awesome,
We
though.
can dig deeper to uncover more about
That's
this horror game,
crazy.
including its title
I mean,
and
that's really
release date,
clever
as
on their
well as how
part
these four girls fit
that
into
their
the overall
game is now
story,
marketing
because
for their
Team
next game.
Salvato left
And
a
it's built
whole
in that way.
ARG's worth of content hidden in Doki Doki's game files. If you thought that the Literature Club was interesting before, simply because it had these cool meta moments and jump scares, well, get ready. There's a whole other game here, just resting underneath the surface, waiting to be puzzled together. That'll
That's
start to make
crazy.
you really question everything you thought you knew about Sayori, Natsuki, Monica, and especially Yuri. But it's all way
creepy
too much to
Yuri.
cover in this one video. So
The
remember to
decoding one is
subscribe,
even more
help us get
crazy. All right,
closer
well,
to
we'll
the
check that
goal
one out
and
here in a
click away
second.
So that way you can know when later this week, yeah, should be just a couple days, when part 2 comes out and things start to get really crazy. I am
Oh.
already excited for this new game, and I think once you see what I and a bunch of Reddit community members have uncovered about it, you're gonna be really excited too. And in the meantime, remember, that's just a Monica.
Okay. So, this is part 2.
Monica. Just 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 Monica. So last time we began covering the creepy hidden mystery of
You should not have deleted me, Napa. I am still here, and it's
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game Theory, and my apologies for any technical difficulties we may be having during this series. So in part 1 of this theory, we started to unearth a horror game hidden underneath the cute facade that is Doki Doki Literature Club. We found a letter hidden in
It did
plain
get
sight
spooky.
alluding to human experiments and cults, all topics that appear in Yuri's book, The Portrait of Markov, a book that just so happens to have a mysterious eye on the cover. This all led me to concoct a theory that the 4 girls from the club are actually characters from another game. A horror game, in fact, being produced by Team Salvato, and that this is the reason that Monica turned sentient in Doki Doki. Her AI isn't meant to be contained in a mere visual novel game. But today is where things really start to go off the rails as we dive deeper into the Portrait of Markov mystery and cover the game within this game that's itself
I had no idea that
a
Jacksepticeye
third
actually
game.
did Doki Doki as
Yeah.
well.
And by the way, if you thought Monica was
I'd
bad,
be interested in
then
watching
you
his
should start
playthrough of
getting
it.
really scared of Yuri.
Everybody's so freaked out by Yuri.
The
Okay.
character files in the game's directory play a huge role in the plot. Monica manipulates and deletes them one by one in her quest to make you love her. And ultimately, you have to delete Monica's file in order to reach the game's true ending. But there's more in these files than just character information. Each of them is a puzzle in and of themselves.
Okay, wait, so if I hadn't deleted Monica when you told me to, Godhand, what would have happened?
Stepped up to the challenge. Reddit users MitHost and WarChamp7 dug deep into these files and uncovered their secrets, posting their findings to the R Visual Novels subreddit. And the lore bits they uncovered broke the Portrait of Markov mystery wide open. So the character files on your computer start as .chr files, which isn't a real file format that programs can recognize. But that doesn't mean you can't open them. If you use a text editor like Notepad, you can absolutely see what's inside, and that's exactly what they did, with the text inside each file giving them clues as to what they should be doing next. Something about this visual novel makes me go through puberty. Yuri's file was the easiest to crack. It started as a bunch of random letters and numbers, but that pile of letter vomit was actually text encoded in base 64. It's an encoding technique that converts binary data into text, specifically ASCII text, the same stuff that Bob built his army using a few years ago on YouTube. That may sound like it's really hard to decode, but all you have to do is copy it and paste it into a
Phoenix,
base
you're
64
back!
decoder, like this one right
So
here.
we finished
When you
Doki
decrypt
Doki.
Yuri's file, you'll see
It
that
was
it's
pretty
actually a
trippy.
short story of
And now
Games
Godhand has shared with
director
us
Dan Salvato
the
confirmed that he
the
wrote
background
over 2
on it
years
and the
ago just
decoding
stuck
of
in the
it,
game as an Easter egg. It's
which
a
is very
spooky story, to be
interesting.
sure, but it seems to be just that, an Easter egg, a red herring. It is nothing compared to everything else hidden in these other character files. Natsuki's file came next, which, when opened in a text editor, gave the clue that this should be opened as a PNG file. Changing the extension resulted in this odd discolored image. But for anyone who's had some experience playing around with Photoshop, this color scheme may remind you of what happens when you invert the colors on a picture. It produces those signature blues and grays. So reversing that inversion, the picture suddenly starts to look like a real picture. And not just any sort of picture, a face. Rotate the image and wrap that texture around a 3D cone, then look at the cone from above, and it turns into an image of a mysterious blonde woman with white.
That is so creepy.
This woman
Wait,
doesn't
so is that
resemble any of the
Alyssa?
other characters in the game, or anyone talked about by him. So perhaps then she's a character from the other game being developed by Team Salvato. Maybe it's Alyssa, the girl suffering the strange illness that we heard mentioned in the letter found in the last episode. Monica's character file, when converted into a PNG,
Also, I would love to know who has the time to go through the process to decode like
but
that.
that's not just any static. It's a
Holy
QR
crap.
code, was what I initially thought, but nope, it's actually way more complicated than that. And huge compliments to the guys on Reddit for solving this one. It's actually binary computer language. It's a
That's
bunch
insane.
of ones and zeros, where one number is represented by the color black and the other number is represented by the color white. So
That's
what Nichols did was to take
insane.
those black and white pixels and convert them line by line into strings of binary.
Hell
Then
no.
convert that binary sequence into alphanumeric text using an online converter, which resulted in yet another pile of letters
Holy
and numbers.
crap.
These should be starting to look a bit more familiar, right? It's more base 64 code, which, when converted, reveals a note that really starts to bring all this together.
Can you hear me? Who are you? I can't see you, but I know you're there. Yeah, you can definitely hear me. You been watching for a while now, right? I guess I should introduce myself or something. My name is... Actually, that's...
Right, the amount of people that went and time that went into this is insane.
You would have done it by now. I mean, I know you're not
Like, do they
evil
work
or
jobs?
anything, because you've already helped me so much.
Or is this what they do?
For everything you've done. You're really like a friend to me. So, thank you so much. I think
But
more
that's
than
why we
anything
have
else, I
like
really
people
don't
that are
want it all
meant for
to be
these kind of
nothing.
puzzles out there.
Everyone
And they do
else
some
does.
really, really
Maybe
cool
you already know
things.
that. I'm sure you do,
But,
actually.
oof.
It doesn't have to be that way, right? Well, there's a lot of stuff I don't understand. I don't even know if it's possible for me to understand it, but I know that this isn't my only story. I can see that now, really clearly. And I think
Not her
everyone
only
else
story.
had that same kind of experience. Some kind of deja vu. It's the third eye, right?
Well, that's when Yuri was talking about her deja vu.
But I really think
Yeah, the big brains, for sure.
I think you might be able to
So far beyond my scope. Like, whew, no thanks.
If they know ahead of time, then they should be able to avoid it. They should. If they remember their time with me in the other worlds, they should remember what I tell them. Yeah, I really think this might be possible, but it's up to you. I'm sorry for always being so, never mind. I know that's wrong. This is my story. It's time to be an epic hero. Both of us. 2018!
Wow, that is a lot to unpack, so let's get to it. First,
Cringe.
it seems pretty clear that this was written by Monica, as evidenced by the "you've been watching me for a while now" and "you already know my name" lines. It also seems to be written after Doki
Yeah,
Doki's true
slightly
ending, where she destroys
delayed
the game.
release
Notice how
date.
she comments that there's something you
Oof.
as a player can't stop, something that's killed everyone else, which is why she destroyed the game in the first place. But now come the bizarre parts. She says that she's experienced some sort of deja vu and that this isn't her only story, supporting the idea that she's coming from somewhere else, perhaps once again a different game. And it's
I wonder
not
if maybe they
her
just
either, it's
lacked
all
the
four of them.
funding
Quote, everyone else has had the same kind of experience.
and publishing,
What's most exciting,
since
though, is her
this was
suggesting
a
that
free
perhaps
game,
we
is a
as the
free
player
game.
can, quote, go back and tell them what's going to happen. If they know ahead of time, they should be able to avoid it, meaning that we're going to be tasked with trying to jog their memories, or that in this new game there'll be some sort of Easter egg calling back to the events of Doki Doki. Quote, if they remember their time with me in other worlds. Other worlds, like other games that these characters have been used in. That maybe we can do something in these other games to warn the girls and prevent Doki Doki from ever happening in the first place. And the conclusion is pretty much the most blatant. Team Salvato has another game coming in 2018, and in this game, Monica isn't the villain. She's the
It's
hero.
coded in the...
Everything in Monica's letter, though,
Oh,
one
it costed in the
reference particular
beginning.
really stands out, blaming this deja vu on what she
Yeah, I
calls
mean, it
the
has been a
third
while, so I'm not
eye. And it's
surprised
just
that it's
Monica
free
either.
now.
This third eye is hidden throughout your time with the literature club. During Act 2, you're always given 2 regular poems. Once the game starts to break, the first poem that Netsuki gives you is a string of random letters and numbers, which at this point we're old pros at decoding. Using Base 64, the text reveals a creepy hidden poem titled "Open Your
This
Third
didn't
Eye,"
happen
which
for me.
describes the narrator taking pleasure in stabbing someone to death. The second poem that Yuri gives you seems, at first glance, to be a huge block of random words.
That one I
In
did see.
plain sight at the end of it is another ominous passage that describes a compulsive stabbing and concludes with the line, quote, the lust continues to linger through my veins. An ache in my muscles stems from the unreleased tension experienced by my entire body. Her third eye is drawing me closer. That's 3 characters now
So
who brought up this third eye. The
creepy.
same eye that happens to be described on the cover of the portrait of Markov.
It's
Remember
random,
what
which
Yuri said
randomly
about the plot
generated.
of the book last episode.
Which poems
All
you
the
get.
people trapped in the human experiments at the religious camp have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. That trait is undeniably the third eye. All of this points to Team Salvato's new game being about human experimentation,
Oof.
researching a psychic phenomenon that invokes uncontrollable bloodlust in the people exposed to it. Which brings us to the last piece of the puzzle, Sayori's character file, which is by far the trickiest to decipher. In order to unlock its secrets, you need to convert it into an OGG audio file, which sounds like a lot of random noise at first. But when you open that audio in a visualizer program and then apply a spectrograph to that visualization, you reveal a QR code that, when scanned, takes you to
People.
the website projectlibitina.com. Whew, that is a ton of work just to read
Also,
plain text,
the amount of
but the
people
information contained within
that
text is
created
eye-opening.
this as
Third
well.
eye-opening, that is. The page is an examination report dated January 5th, 2004, which describes horrifying experiments being performed on a 3-year-old psychic girl with the first name Libitina. Her last name is left blank. Another blank name appears at the bottom of the page, another subject who was terminated earlier. Based on the context of the redacted poem we covered last episode, it's my guess that this girl is Alyssa. Even the number of letters in Alyssa match the number of redacted letters.
That's
in the
so
name.
creepy.
That's far from the only parallel to the portrait of Markov that we see here, though. A note to the head doctor at the bottom of the page reads, quote, "You are choosing to avoid the measures necessary to prevent a repeat scenario, Doctor. Will you not have as much faith in your personnel as you do in your God?" End quote. Yuri says that the book is set in a religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, which lines up pretty well with this mysterious doctor's reported devotion to a god of some kind, and the redacted poem's allusion to joining this mysterious family. Judging from the various notes on this webpage, the tests performed on the 3-year-old were all about activating Libitina's third eye, that lust for blood, which proved successful, but then, based on the failed test results, Libitina is then unable to suppress. But not only are we getting more and more clues as to the next game Team Salvato is working on,
Holy
we're
fuck,
actually
this
seeing
is so
exactly how our
deep.
favorite club mates are gonna fit into the story, because I am confident 3-year-old Libitina grows up to be one of the 4 girls we see in Doki Doki Literature Club. And what's more, I can prove exactly which one it is. Libitina is a 3-year-old, and her height and weight are both average for her age, so there's not much to go on there. But if we look a bit further down the page, we see a list of noted behaviors that the researchers say should be ignored in future examinations. Twitching, vocal tics, biting, epiphoria, vomiting, screaming, harm to examiner, harm to self, misplaced laughter. There's one character who we see display almost all of these traits during Doki Doki Literature Club, particularly in that second act, Yuri. Once the game bugs out, Yuri's dialogue becomes the most erratic. We repeatedly see her eyes twitching when she talks to us, she screams a fair bit, laughs erratically at a few points, and that bit about self-harm? Hell, I don't think I need to explain that one. But these aren't the only clues that we have to go on. There are 2 more things that absolutely confirm that Yuri is Libitina. The first is her age. Libitina was born January 5th, 2001, which would make her 17 years old in 2018, the year that Project Libitina is set to release. As the only member of the Literature Club in senior year, Yuri is the only one of the girls in the right age range to be Libitina. But there's also one more piece of crucial evidence that absolutely clinches this theory, and the evidence isn't found in the game itself, or even in its data, or a random hidden webpage, but rather in the Doki Doki Literature Club merchandise store. Yeah, this guy is hiding clues in more places than Scott Cawthon. Team Salvato might not be offering much in terms of merch items, but
Holy
the few
fuck.
items that are present reveal some very interesting details. So let's look at the posters. 4 of them are simply CG of each girl taken straight from the game. Nothing too exciting there. Another 4 are creepy original artwork featuring iconic quotes from the characters. Between all of these, there's this running motif of the girls being tied up in a red string. Even Monica has a bow wrapped around her, but Yuri doesn't seem to possess these strings. In fact, all of the red strings seem to be emerging from her heart, from this flower, whatever this is, ensnaring all the other girls, an allusion to Libitina's psychic influence over everyone else. But if that doesn't convince you, there are 2 more posters for sale featuring original artwork. One of these is a
That's
surprisingly cute picture of
insane.
Monica handing you the song she sings you at the end of the game. It's cute. It's very cute. The last poster, called Yuri Unhinged, is a bit different. And when I say a bit different, I mean completely different from anything else in the game or on the site. It shows the quiet bookworm Yuri sitting in the classroom at sunset, toying with a knife. For someone
And the eye on the wall.
her posture seems oddly relaxed, even confident. In fact, it's the most confident we've ever seen her. Like she's in full control of the situation. And behind her, we see all sorts of ominous
Oof.
text scrawled on the blackboard. And to her right, we see a poster. A poster with a big ol' Illuminati confirmed eye in the middle and the words "Help me"
That's
scribbled
so
along the top.
insane.
This is the third eye, Yuri's third eye, and this is the only artwork where we see it depicted. Illuminati confirmed, Yuri as Libitina confirmed. Doki Doki Literature Club isn't just a free game made to promote Team Salvato's upcoming horror title, it's a part of Project Libitina. Monica is the upcoming game's protagonist, while Yuri is the monster at the center of the story, Libitina herself. This is why Yuri was so attached to the Portrait of Markov story. It is her story, and the disconnect from being put in the wrong game is the reason that Monica becomes self-aware. But hey, that's game theory.
Wow. That's lovely. Holy fuck! That's insane. That's insane. What? This game, they put so much time and effort into things that really a lot of people are never going to notice or ever going to play. Like, I definitely would not have had the same appreciation for the level of detail in this game without that information. My brain is tripped out. Psychological horror from the surface level? Nah, not really. But you get into that stuff and wow, that's insane. That's so much detail. And like people would not pick up on that. They would not naturally know or realize or like what? What? That's just a lot of dedication for something that so few people are actually going to notice and appreciate. Yes, absolutely. I am so grateful that you shared that with me because, like I said, if I hadn't have seen that, I would have just been shitting on this game. What? Speechless. Speechless. All right. Well, Godhand, thank you for sharing that very pertinent information. And I'm glad I got that. I'm glad I finished the game today. I'm glad it's a good setup for Joey Bats later doing some of his horror games. With that, I think I'm going to go have dinner because it is 6 p.m. here. Godhand, I hope you go get some sleep and enjoy your evening. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Appreciate the follows today. Much love and many thanks to you all. I will probably be back at some point this weekend playing something. Don't know what it's going to be yet since I finished Doki Doki. But we'll go from there. So I appreciate y'all. And with that, I will see you all on the other side.